On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to talk about keeping both feet on the ground. So stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. Many of our episodes come from real life, and some of the episodes that we have are repeats of others. This one is going to be both. This is about slips and falls, and it actually comes from a situation where our son plays high school football. And this weekend, while we were walking on the bleachers, which are metal, I almost fell down twice in as many minutes just trying to get to our seats. In this area, Ohio, you have rain, you have sleet, you have snow, you have ice, you have a myriad of things that don't only occur at football games, but they occur in the workplace as well. And we've talked about this on previous episodes, but if you're in a situation where you have those, you want to make the proper adjustments for things like mats, heaters, signs indicating that things are slippery, making sure that areas are mopped on a regular basis, putting down things that are conducive to not slipping, such as having grip in your tape and concrete. You might want to have a policy where your employees wear non-slip boots. There can just be a myriad of things that you want to do, like stamping your feet when you walk in, wiping your feet off on mats, and most importantly, making sure that you always indicate areas that need to have alert that they're wet or slick by putting up a sign and or having a permanent sign letting people know that that area is going to be slick or could be slick, kind of like a bridge might be slippery when wet, or a road sign, something of that nature. But one of the things that we didn't talk about, and it kind of is going to mirror what life was this weekend, and that was kids running and sliding on the bleachers and doing sort of, if you remember the movie Risky Business, a risky business-like move. Well, it might be fun. It might be something that, is very innocent. But if you're doing stuff like that in the workplace, especially, it might seem like a good idea. It might seem like something that's going to make a coworker smile. It might even put a zip in your step. But what it could also do is cause you extreme bodily injury, possibly even death if you were to bang your head or something of that nature. So make sure that if you're in the workplace, horseplay is absolutely not something that you do, especially when it comes to slipping and falls. We'll cover horseplay in another episode, but it's absolutely imperative that you don't go out there and try to slide, because if you do that, it could result in just a very, very catastrophic situation. So make sure that you don't participate in horseplay, and make sure that if you see other people doing it, I'm not telling you to be a snitch, but it's a good idea to either alert them and or alert management that they're doing it, because you never know when the time that they do it doesn't, result in looking, funny or getting away with it. It could result in them cracking their head, falling down, breaking an arm, and at the end of the day, that means time and money lost in possibly production, management, that person being off work, and just, all the above. So even though the movie might be entertaining, horseplay in the workplace is risky business. And now, a word from one of our sponsors.
You want an organized workspace. You want a safe and efficient way to lay out your shop or warehouse. But it takes forever to mask and paint the floor lines, only to watch them fade and smear and have to do it all over again. The solution? Mighty Line Tape. Mighty Line floor tape is simply the most durable floor tape available. It's 7 times thicker than most other floor tapes. It's beveled on the edges so it can handle an army of forklifts. And it comes up anytime with no scraping and no residue. Why mess with the mess and the fumes of floor paint? when Mighty Line has the rolls, shapes, colors, and signs that fall right in line with 5S standards. There's a place for everything, and everything has its place. That's why we're here. There's only one American-made Mighty Line tape, the only durable stripe.
You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the vodcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the vodcast at warehousesafetytips.com. And if you want to catch our podcast and or request a sample pack of Mighty Line, visit mightylinetape.com/safety tips. Thank you for watching Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.